immediately. I was like, nah, that's wild. That's real wild. He cannot stay here. What's up, all my aliens? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Naya Barcelona, and here we talk all things beauty, lifestyle, and commentary. So if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Get locked into the alien fam, cause it's gonna be a wild video today. So in today's video, I'm bringing y'all another story time. You guys seem to really love the last two videos I posted with the story time type of vibes, so I'm bringing y'all another story time video. This one is, it's a little bit crazy, but it's also gonna have some like lessons in it and just like a more serious note to it. So we're gonna talk about my roommate in LA. I might start a LA roommate series because I have a few stories with my roommates. My roommates were, geesh, to say the least, they were a little chaotic, but I'm gonna start this series. If I make it a series, this will be the first video of that. So we're gonna meet Bree today. Bree was my roommate in LA back when I was in beauty school. So this takes place some years ago. I was in beauty school in California and I had 3 roommates. We're gonna name this one Bree. Now Bree was the youngest of the whole entire group. She was 18 years old. She was, for the most part, me and her, we were cool. We always got along. It was never anything, no issues, nothing like that. But I barely saw her. And this is why I barely saw her. Because of her boyfriend. Now, Bree had this boyfriend. We're going to name him Jigsaw, because this man was psycho.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
So, Jigsaw, her boyfriend, was a 30-year-old man. Do you see where we're going here? Bree's boyfriend was this 30-year-old man who lived back in her hometown. So she was from the South. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, because if she ever does see this video, which she probably won't, to be honest, but if she ever does, I don't need her clocking, or y'all clocking nothing. If people I know that know her see this video, nobody needs to know who she is. So her man Jigsaw lived down south, and that's where Bree was from. Now, when we first moved in together, like me, Bree, and the 2 other roommates, Bree, she wasn't like as on the phone with him as much. Like, I think over time she realized, like, oh, my man, I'm never gonna see my man as much as I want to, so I gotta sit on the phone with him all day long. They would be on the phone literally for hours. And when I tell you hours, sun up to sun down. Like, homegirl couldn't even go take a poop without being on FaceTime or on the phone with her man. It was very strange. But again, she's 18. She's pretty much a kid. Like, I know y'all love to say, oh, 18 is a grown adult. No, it's not. No, it's not. 18 is a teenage child who can only legally vote and go to prison. That's it. You're still a kid. You're a baby. 18 is not no adult. I'm sick of y'all saying 18 is an adult and using that as an excuse to prey on young girls. This 30-year-old man, because she was of legal age, oh, nothing could be done about this. But this is a whole child, a whole teenage girl fresh out of high school. A 30-year-old man, where did you even find her? Like, you had to be at the playground for real. Like, where did you find this 18-year-old girl? And there's a garbage truck pulling up during my video, bro. Okay, I had to wait for that garbage truck to keep it moving, but yeah, so what was I saying? All right, so anyway, Bree, back to Bree being a young girl and her man being a fully grown adult, a fully grown 30-year-old man. They would be on the phone all day long, and I feel like this right here is signs of codependency and I don't know if I could say on YouTube, so I might have to bleep the word out, but I'm gonna leave like a piece of it so y'all know what word I'm saying. This man was her. She was 18 years old being. Okay, first and foremost, Bree, she seemed like a very nice girl. Like, we were living in that house together for like, I want to say it had to have been like 3 or 4 months at this point. 3 or 4 months by this point. We were living together and we barely spoke. A lot of the times we would go to beauty school and just go back home, sleep, or I love to explore the city. So after beauty school would be over, I would put my stuff away and I would just go out into the city. I had a few friends out there, and one of the friends I had was named Frankie. Now Frankie's gonna come back into this video, so just remember that name. Now after about the 3 or 4 month mark and only seeing Bree hang on the phone with her man like all the time, she was only on the phone with her man. I was like, all right, this is a bit much. Like, I never see her. I'm trying to hang out with her because we're the two youngest ones. The other two roommates were older than us. Like, we're the two youngest ones in this apartment, and we should hang out for sure. Like, and she seemed like she wanted to. I don't think she even wanted to be up under her boyfriend Jigsaw all day. But I believe he was coercing her and manipulating her into staying on the phone. And mind you, at 30 years old, how do you even have that much time to be on the phone? Like, I barely have time to eat dinner. How do you have time to sit up on the phone all day with a teenager? And I don't even know how she had time, because beauty school was an all-day affair. We would get up, go to school at 8 o'clock, and school would let out at like 4 or 5. It was like 4, yeah, it was like 4 or 5 o'clock. We were in school all day long. So how she ever had time to even sit on the phone, I got no clue. Now, Bree's boyfriend, Jigsaw, I keep saying Bree boyfriend. I keep forgetting his name is Jigsaw. Okay. Jigsaw would always mail little, like, gifts to our house for Bree. And I'm like, okay, this is a little odd, whatever. He would just keep sending stuff over and over and over. Like, all this stuff was being sent to the house. And I'm like, all right. Whatever, that's her man. Like, buy your girlfriend gifts, whatever you want to do. But it got to one point where, like, our whole house was, like, full of boxes. And I'm like, bro, what the heck are these boxes? One day, Bree opened up one of the boxes, and inside of it was this game. Mind you, she's underage. I wasn't underage. She was underage of drinking, the drinking age. And it was this, like, shot wheel. So basically, it was literally like a Ferris wheel with little shot cups in the wheel. And then in the middle is a spinner. So you spin the wheel, you spin the spinner, which is crazy because I think the shots would be flying everywhere, but whatever. You pour shots into each cup, you spin the wheel, you spin the spinner, and whatever it lands on, you take that shot. So that was basically how the game goes. That's what is in one of the boxes. All right, one day Bree opened up this box. And again, it had the little game, the shot wheel game in it. So I wanted to play. Now I could buy alcohol. Do not give underage people liquor. I'm gonna just say that now. But I wanted to play. She wanted to play. She was like, yo, we're the only two at the house. It was just me and her. Our other two roommates, one of them worked literally nonstop. And then the other one, I don't know what I got stories about her too. I don't know what that girl was doing, but regardless, it was only me and Bree at the house. So she was like, let's play this shot game that Jigsaw bought me. And I'm like, oh, say less. Like, I'm so down. So why does she pull out her phone and call him? She pulls out her phone and calls this man. And I'm like, what does Jigsaw have to do with us playing this game? Yeah, he may have bought the game. But girl, you don't need to tell him when we're playing. We could just do our own thing. Like, in this moment, he's irrelevant. He does not need to know that we're about to play shot roulette. Like, there was no reason for him to be called at all. So she calls him, right? And she's like, oh, I got your package. I'm going to play. Why does this man proceed to say, no, you can't play? I bought that because I want to play when I come visit you. Sir, and when is that going to be? In 50 years? Like, this man, apparently he had plans to come visit, but he always had plans to visit, and he never showed up. So the fact that he really had the audacity to be like, y'all can't play without me. I'm like, dude, we can play again. It's not that serious. Like, but he wanted his first time playing the game to be the game's fresh out the box. Like, And it's just stupid to me, because I personally feel like he thought something else was going on. He didn't want her to get drunk and probably mess with another dude. I don't know. I have no idea. This man was very insecure, and I'm gonna also show y'all why later in the story. But he gets upset. He's like, you can't play that game without me. I don't want y'all. I don't want you opening it. Put it back in the box. Like, blah, blah, blah. He's just yapping away, saying how he doesn't want Bree to play the game and that she has to wait for him to get to Los Angeles in order to play. And I'm just like, girl, you gotta drop him. And what does she do? She listens. I'm like, we can just play it and he would never know. She was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, girl, night messed up thanks to him. We can't even have fun because he wants to sit here and complain about the game. The game shouldn't be taken out the box until he gets there. And it's just like, well, I digress. I can't deal with no man like that, but I digress. I'm not dealing with nobody like that. So she puts the game away. And basically, we proceed to not hang out for another month or so. Like, another month. We don't even discuss having any more, like, game nights. Because, honestly, I was fed up. I didn't care. I have friends out in California that I could hang out with. So, if she wanted to sit in her room, and that's what Brie would do. She would sit in her room on the phone with Jigsaw all day and all night and just not get to know any of her roommates. Like, me and the 3 other girls, I got to know them a little bit. Not the one who was always working, but there was one other girl who I said I'll get into her in another story. She was, me and her were kind of on the same page as far as like going out and exploring the city. So I would just call my friends from my hometown that live out in LA and be like, let's go out, let's do something fun. Because it's my first time in LA, and I thought it was Bree's first time too, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was her first time too. Like, let's go out and explore. I don't want to be sitting in my apartment all day long staring at the wall. Like, I want to go out. I want to look at stuff. Even if I'm doing nothing with money spent, I just want to go outside. Like, I want to just see what LA looks like. So, which, by the way, it was not what I thought it was going to look like. But anyway, that's no shade. But I'm just like, girl, if you want to stay in the house with your man, that is okay. But me personally, I want to go out. I want to have fun. And I want to hang out with my friend Frankie, who I have mentioned before. And this is where Frankie comes into play. Me and Frankie, so if you're from California or LA, you've been to LA, whatever, you know there's a strip called Sunset Boulevard. Now, me and Frankie, we used to go get Chick-fil-A on Sunset Boulevard. I don't know what it was about that Chick-fil-A. I think we went like once or twice. I don't even know. But I don't know what it was about that Chick-fil-A on Sunset Boulevard, but it was good. I don't know. It was real good. And it was kind of popping over there in that area. So, like on the weekends, Sunset Boulevard was lit. So, we got some Chick-fil-A. Not this day, but like we had a thing where we want to get Chick-fil-A at Sunset Boulevard. And so, my roommate Bree, I decided to invite her out, y'all. Now this, I should have never invited her out. I should have just stuck to my gut. But me trying to be nice, trying to hang out, trying to get her out the house. Because again, like I said, she was always in the house on the phone with her man. Like, she never got out. And I felt so bad because this man lives miles and he lives states away. We're on the West Coast. He's down south. Like, girl, he's not getting here anytime soon, plane or car. So we went and I had called Frankie, and I think this night, I don't remember exactly what we were doing, but I think we were supposed to go get Chick-fil-A on Sunset Boulevard, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know. I think this is what we were supposed to do. So, because Bree had told me, she was like, yeah, I never been like to downtown LA or into West Hollywood or anything. So I'm like, girl, all right. We lived in Burbank. If you're confused, I'm sorry, but just pull out your Google map. I'll try to put the map on the screen to show you where I lived and where we were trying to go. But we lived in Burbank, and I used to go to West Hollywood all the time. I was just so like, everything starstruck, not even starstruck. I just wanted to see what the city looked like. I love busy city life, nightlife. So I hit up Frankie, and I'm like, let's go out and get some Chick-fil-A. I don't even know who hit up who. I think I hit up Frankie. And I was like, let's go get some Chick-fil-A. I'm going to bring my roommate if that's cool. She was like, yeah, whatever, no problem. So we take an Uber over to Frankie's house. Now, Frankie lived in West Hollywood. So we go Uber to Frankie's house. And then after that, we chill there for a little bit. I think she was still getting ready. Like, honestly, I don't know verbatim what happened, but I just remember key little bits and points of this whole thing. So this whole time, Bree is still texting Jigsaw. Now, I'm just minding my business because that's what I do. I mind my business. I live by mind your business. So I've been minding my business this whole entire time, not saying anything. But I'm peeping, like, from, my peripheral. I'm like, okay, something's clearly going on in her phone, and I'm not sure what it is. But she's been texting this man the whole entire time. Probably from sunup, honestly, from the morning, the crack of dawn, until now in the evening. It has to be like 9 o'clock at night. And we go out. Now it's time to make our way to Chick-fil-A. Y'all, when it comes to Chick-fil-A, I don't play about my Chick-fil-A. And food in general, when I'm hungry, I need to eat. Like, I'm going to be so mad. So we get in this Uber, me, Frankie, and Bree. We get in the Uber, and I don't know what happened between us leaving Frankie's house and us getting in the Uber to head to Sunset Boulevard, but Bree just gets frantic, very frantic. And I'm like, girl, what is going on? She's like, oh, my boyfriend Jigsaw doesn't want me going out with you guys or whatever. He doesn't want me going out this late at night. And I'm like, okay, what you really need to be fearing is him, not the late night. Like, if y'all know anything about me, I'm a night owl. I love to go out at night. I'm literally a vampire. Like, I thrive in the nighttime. Like, right now, it is like 9 in the morning. This is not it. This is not it right now. I need it to be 10 p.m. That's where I really start to thrive. So I'm like, girl, what? Like, stop talking to him. This is supposed to be a girls' night out going to Chick-fil-A on Sunset Boulevard. Like, I do not care about this man, this grown man, by the way, because me and her are both pretty young. Like, even at the age I was then, I was not dating no 30-year-old man. That man was old. Well, I can't really say old, but compared to her, he was old. Because 30 is not that old. But he was old. So, Frankie's just in the car like, nothing I could do. Like, she's just like, I gotta mind my business too, because I don't even know this girl. She doesn't know Bree or Jigsaw. So she's just chilling like, I'm just gonna mind my business. Like, I don't even know. And so Bree is on the phone, typing away, texting, not stopping. And I'm like, girl, what is going on with you? And so he starts calling. Mind you, we're almost to freaking Chick-fil-A. We're almost at Sunset Boulevard. He starts calling, because Frankie doesn't live that far. She lives in West Hollywood. Sunset Boulevard is in West Hollywood. So he's calling. I'm like, girl, don't answer it. Don't answer. She picks it up anyway. And when she picks it up, now he's on the phone screaming at her. What is he saying? I don't exactly know. But what I do know is he's not believing her whereabouts. So she's trying to tell him, like, oh, I'm with my roommate. We're going to Hollywood to get some Chick-fil-A. And I guess he must have asked her, like, oh, where are you? And she was like, I'm in the Uber. And this man proceeds to say, there's no Ubers in LA. Bruh, well, I know Uber was brand new at this time, but Uber, it existed. It wasn't non-existent. Like, this man was trying to tell us she was lying about being in the Uber when one of us could have clearly took a picture in the Uber and sent it to him. He probably still wouldn't have believed it anyway. Who freaking knows? I doubt he would even have believed it. But he's going in on her. He's like, there's no Ubers in LA. You need to go home right now. Like, I don't know why you're lying to me. And I'm just sitting in the car like, And Frankie's like, mad awkward, bro. Mad awkward. Y'all, when Bree starts crying, this is where I'm just like, yo, hang up the phone on him. Hang up the phone right now, because you are not about to ruin Chick-fil-A. No. This is what we're not about to do. I was like, hang up that phone, girl. Jigsaw is still on the phone yelling. I can hear like a little bit, but not the words. Just like the like that. Like he's on the phone getting mad. And I'm like, Bree, hang up the freaking phone. Honestly, I don't even know what Frankie was doing at this point. Frankie was probably like, bro, I gotta get out this car. I know Frankie was probably tight because nobody was expecting the night to go like this. I did not think Jigsaw was about to just pop in via phone call and just ruin everything. So Bree's now crying. I don't even think we made it to Chick-fil-A, to be honest. Like, or did we? I know I never ate Chick-fil-A, so we probably got in the Uber, got dropped off at the destination, and we went right back to Frankie's house. Like, I kid you not, we went right back. We didn't even make it, we didn't even get the food. Like, we had to have gone back to Frankie's house. And as soon as we get there, Bree is like, oh, I just want to go back home. Like, I'm good. I don't want to even come out tonight. And I'm assuming he probably told her, take your behind home and call me. Get on the phone with me, which is what I think essentially happened, because why are you so pressed to get back home, girl? We already out. And that's what I said. I was like, we're already out. Like, we might as well just finish up the night. Frankie didn't really have much of a say because what was she gonna do? Like, there's nothing really she could do. But at this point, Bree's already super upset. Jigsaw is scheming and plotting, manipulating her. And so I would have just shut my phone off, to be real. Like, I think she should just turn off the phone, but to each their own. It's not like he could pop up. He's all the way in the South. It's not like he could do anything. But she was so, like, stuck on him, so stuck and wanted to do whatever he said that even her being away from him and being outside, she just could not break free. Like, she had to do everything he said. So that happens. That night happens. We get back home. I'm pissed because I'm like, dude, I don't even think I stayed out at Frankie's house after that. I was just so annoyed. I was so irritated that she really did that. Like, she let him do that. And I just want y'all to know now, if y'all have ever dealt with a man like this, or you are currently dealing with a man like this, please do your best to get out, get away. This is nothing but manipulation. Especially if you are in Bree's shoes where you're only a teenager and he's in his 30s. Get away. Please get away ASAP. Do not stay. Protect the young ladies. Get away. But now comes Jigsaw's visit to the house. Now, why did he even come? I don't know, because nobody wants you here. Like, you already ruined the night. I don't even like you now. So, and you probably don't like me either. So it is what it is. But Jigsaw shows up one day, it's probably like a month later, comes to the house to visit. And did they even play the roulette game? No. Pissing me off. I could have played that game. Me and Bree could have been playing that. So annoying. Like, they didn't even play the shot roulette thing. He just wanted to make a scene and have things go his way, which is so annoying. This dude is so controlling. So he comes to visit, right? Mind you, he was nothing like what I expected him to look like. He was, I'm not even going to describe him to y'all, but he looked very much so like I could take him. I could fight him if I needed to. Bree could fight him if she needed to, but I guess not. So for him to be acting like this made a lot of sense. But anyway, we were just chilling. He came for like 3 days, 3 or 4 days. We never saw Bree for real. I was just going about my regular daily routine. And after the 3 days was over, he leaves. Why does Bree call a meeting, a house meeting, and she's talking about, oh, my man wants to move in here? No, 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 no. That man cannot live here.
No, no. No.
Mind you, we're all in our early 20s. No. He's mad old. No. And he's a creep. Like, you're a whole teenager and he's dating you. He's a creep. No, he can't live here. And so I was like, nah, that's wild. That's real wild. He cannot stay here. The other roommates, the one that always be working, she's just so nice. She was like, oh, I don't mind. Girl, I need you to mind. You need to pull a few minds out, cause no. And then the other girl, I think she was like on the fence until I was like, nah. Then she was like, no. Like, this, he cannot stay here. So Bree gets upset, and I'm like, first of all, why does he even want to stay? His grown self even want to move in with well, now that I'm asking myself this, I guess it's not very surprising. He wants to move in with 3 young girls. But no, he cannot stay here. So she gets upset about that. And I was just like, yeah, this girl, if y'all want to live together, you gotta go. I didn't say that to her, but in my head, I'm like, if they want to live together, she gotta go, because that don't even make no sense. There's no need for him to come live in here. And we were all about to finish beauty school soon too, so I didn't really know what the next steps were gonna be as far as her, like after graduation. But moving this man in here was not an option, especially when 2 out of the 3 of us don't even want him here. After all that happened, now we get back to these packages. Now I'm about to move out. Okay, I'm moving out soon because of an incident that happened with one of the roommates. Well, not really because of that, but also I wanted to change of scenery. I get bored very, very fast. My battery died, so I forgot where I left off exactly, but just know we got to get into these packages. I decided that I wanted to move to New York to finish beauty school. So as I'm packing up my things, getting ready to go, I see all those boxes that Jigsaw left, or that he bought, all those packages that Jigsaw ordered to the house are still at the house. I'm like, what the heck are these boxes? So then I'm also trying to eat some food one day. I open the freezer and it is covered in like M&Ms and like candy, like frozen candy. So I'm reading the candy and stuff, and I see Bree and Jigsaw with a heart. Like, Bree and Jigsaw with a heart on these M&Ms. Like, y'all, the delusion, I can't. So when I see all these candies with little names and hearts on them, I'm like, Bree. I'm knocking on her door. I'm like, Bree, what the heck is all this in the freezer? Oh, that's our wedding decorations. Wedding decorations. When I tell y'all, I just shut her door and walked off. I was like, no, I'm not doing this today. No, I'm not doing this today. So I just closed the door, walked away, finished packing my stuff. Why? Like, Bree, come on now. You got to do better. Better than Jigsaw at the very least. I really hope that today, wherever Bree is, she is not with Jigsaw. I hope and pray she is not with that man. He may have successfully groomed her, which would be very unfortunate, because a lot of the times when older men, or even older people in general, groom younger people, when those younger people get older, sometimes it's hard for them to like flip that mentality back to what's right, because they've grown up basically knowing what their groomer has taught them. So they don't really, your mind is already set. Once that frontal piece is developed, that's it. So I feel like, I hope and pray that she is not still with Jigsaw. Like, seriously, that man was weird. That man was really weird and controlling. And I'm also hoping that he was not physically abusive, because he was definitely emotionally abusive. Like, the way he was trying to play the games with her at the girls' night, the tricks and the mental dips and backflips, like, that was crazy. He was stressing out me and Frankie, like, so I know she was stressed out. But it's just crazy to me that even after I had moved out of that apartment, she was still with him. Because I had found her on LinkedIn like a couple years after and she was still with him. So I really just hope that now they are not together. Like, seriously, I hope that they broke up and that they did not go through with the marriage. I hope they did not go through with that marriage, yo. Because that would be crazy. Like, that would seriously be crazy. And on top of that, why are you trying to get married and move in with mad girls? Like, you should be, if you're going to be getting married, I'm going to need y'all to get your own place. Go find your own spot. I don't know if this man, I don't even know if this man had a job because he'd be on the phone with her so much. Like, how y'all getting married? You have no job. Based on my assumption, he don't have no job. Either that or he barely works. So I know he don't got no money for a wedding. But you know what? Not my business. Not my marriage. I just hope that she got out of that toxic relationship because she was a kid. She was a whole child messing with a grown man. And I don't even know what her parents thought. Because her parents were in her life. I don't know how or why her parents let this happen. But no. And I also forgot to add, this man would be up on her phone trying to direct and control everything. She was paying his phone bill. I would have cut his phone off so fast. Like, sir, do not contact me. I would have cut him off for a month and just let him see how it feels to not have no phone since you want to be funny and play games. But you know what? She was a nice girl. Bree was just too nice. She was way too nice. Because me, I hate men. I would have had to just do him dirty. I would have had to do him dirty. But all of that to say, if you are in a DV relationship and you're watching this video, please find the strength, the plan, and the courage to get out of there. It's easier said than done, but create your plan and get up out of there. Contact some shelters, whatever you could do. I'm going to try to leave some resources down below in my description box for anyone that just needs some sort of resource. Try your best to do what you got to do. And if you're watching this video and you realize you're being groomed, run for the hills. Get up out of there. Even if you got nowhere to go, just run. Contact your local shelter, something. Get out of there ASAP. Because it is not, witnessing this was crazy. So I can already see how crazy it would be to experience. And as someone that was that young, 18 years old, no, you got to get up out of there. But this is going to conclude the story time for today. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I want to know, do you think Bree's man was grooming her? Or like, what's your take on their whole situation? I'm still hoping that Bree got out of there. If you have any type of resources for people in these kind of relationships, definitely post them in the comment section or send them to me on Instagram and I'll add it to the description box. My Instagram is in my description box and it's on the screen as well. So send me whatever you want to send me and I will put all the resources I can in the description box. But again, thank y'all for watching this video. I'm so happy y'all like the story times because now I'm gonna try to add more story times frequently. But just so y'all know, my next 3 videos will not be story times. I'm going on vacation, so I'm trying to get this video out for y'all now because there won't be a video next Thursday, but there'll be one the Thursday after, which will be a vlog. I'm going on vacation to Europe. I'm doing a big Euro trip for 2 weeks, so I'm excited about that. So I'm going to be posting 3 vlogs about my adventures in Europe. So hopefully once I get those videos out, I'll be back with a story time right after. But please enjoy this one and just, you know, give me some time, give me some love on this video. Like, comment, get this video pushed down to the algorithm so everyone can see it. But again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to also follow me on all my social medias on Instagram and TikTok, link down below and on the screen. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!